Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Kayla, aka Sailor Kayla, aka Adam Eve today. And today we are going to be reacting to the final 2 episodes of season 3 of Invincible. I'm smiling, but I think on the inside I am terrified. And I promised I would do an Eve cosplay, so here she is. I am wearing green contacts and they are a little like fuzzy right now, but hopefully the tears that I inevitably will have will not get in the way of that. Otherwise, I'll just like pop them out before I watch episode 8. So after episode 7, I put a Q&A on my Patreon. I'm going to answer those questions because I think from what I was told, there are some different plot points, and then we're going to move into episode 8 and then do a Q&A at the end as well. So thanks so much to my Patreon members for posting some awesome questions. I have not looked at them yet. And I am horrified with the inevitable Mark war that's about to happen. So without further ado, if you'd like to watch the full uncut episodes, you can head over to my Patreon, and we're going to watch Invincible Season 3, Episode 7, What Have I Done? This is not going to be good.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I knew he was alive. Holy f. Oh my God. Decimated him. Holy. That's not what I was expecting at all. Day 1.
Go! Destroy everything in your path! Make them see Invincible! Make them fear Invincible! Make them hate!
Mark, there's nothing else you could have done. That Powerplex guy will finally get the help he needs in prison.
The help he needs because the fight with my dad killed his sister and niece, or the help he needs because my fight with him killed his wife and son?
Mark.
It's not his fault. Mark.
It's hard, you know? I know those things weren't my fault. I really do.
Yeah.
But it still feels like... it's a lot.
I get it. Yeah, I'm canceling dinner tonight. I don't know if you understand fully how terrible they are.
Yeah.
I don't understand terrible parents.
Okay,
Well.
sure.
I mean, way to zero in on a guy's main issue.
He can be there right away. What?
This is what you call a prison on your world? Pathetic! I wouldn't even keep you as a slave in my empire! After a year in a Viltrumite prison, I could use a warm-up. I've killed you before, and I'll kill you again. Best tiger. What chance do you have against...
It's so alarming hearing Mark say these things, like hearing his voice.
Just drop it there for now.
I love them. I'm gonna cry.
You sure this place is safe?
I gave up my job, not my powers. And cheap edges out safe.
Huh? Yeah, well, good point.
You that happy to be rid of me, huh?
What? No. I'm happy for you.
Uh-huh.
I was grinning like an idiot, wasn't I? That's so not like me.
It really isn't.
What, was it weird?
A little.
Things with us are downright rad. For the first time in my whole miserable life, I'm kind of in a good place. Weird.
You know what's another good place? My new bedroom.
Oh, why did I avoid helping people move so many times? Whoa, what the hell was that? Whoa, what are you doing?
Coming with you.
If it's really bad, I'll call. You can't unquit on your first day. Now lay one on me, Mama. For luck.
I have a bad feeling.
Be careful!
Are you kidding? I'll be right back.
I have a bad feeling.
What the hell?
Get out of here! We're supposed to cover the whole planet. Oh shit! You're the me from this world. How did you get here? That would be telling. Do you like what I've done to the place so far? I said, how did you get here? I heard you the first time, dipshit. Why are you here? To make your life miserable.
Oh my god.
We've got to stop these bastards before it's too late. Bolt! Kid door! It's me! Stop!
Finally, they see him for what he is.
Fucking amateur.
There are two of you?
Not for long.
You got that right.
Are you kidding me with that?
At first, they were believed to actually be invincible, until reports revealed there are multiple individuals involved.
I'm like so scared.
Why these attacks are happening or how long they will continue. But police are telling everyone to stay indoors and remain hidden. We'll keep broadcasting as long as we can.
You're too young,
You're a
Oliver. They'll
kid.
kill you.
You and Mark are always telling me to care about people. That's what I'm trying to do.
No, not now.
Please.
Mom, please. They need me.
These other Invincibles, they might come here, so don't come back to the house until it's over. Find Mark.
What about you?
I'm going somewhere safe.
It's too early to cry.
I gotta find out what's happening. You guys got this?
Dispatch already has a call into the GDA. We'll take it from here. Okay, team. Let's restrain this guy before he wakes up.
Jesus, she's dead.
How many are there?
The team thinks they're from alternate dimensions where Mark isn't so Mark.
No shit. And there are how many of these nightmares out there?
At least 18. Reports are still spotty, but they seem to just be destroying whatever they can. No pattern or plan that we can detect.
So no way to predict what they're gonna do next either.
There is some good news, sir. This Invincible definitely wasn't as strong as ours.
Okay,
And maybe we have a chance.
that's good news. Oh my god.
Hurry!
Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem.
If anything happens to Oliver, I'm gonna be
Finally.
so upset.
Invincible! Wait!
That's not him. That's not him. That's
Oh.
not him.
And who do we have here? There. Won't be enough! Even together, you're a fraction of my power. How about now? Huh?
Finally, a suitable host with the whore.
Hell?
I cannot exist outside of my tomb without a host.
Your people cursed you for a reason. Maybe think about that.
Good riddance to you wretched females.
Yeah, enjoy eternity alone, you misogynistic jerk.
I can't even like laugh because I'm so stressed.
This is gonna be fun. Thanks. I think you fixed it. Now let's fix you. I murdered my own father. You really think you're gonna take me down?
What? I murdered my own father. So the only thing that leads me to believe that like there's obviously there's a reason why there's no Omni-Mans in that universe. Like maybe Omni-Man like had the change of heart. And then Mark was the one who was like indoctrinated by the Viltrum Empire and like killed him in all the other universes.
Okay, I'll admit, you're stronger than I thought. If you hadn't wasted so much time protecting these losers, you probably would have beaten me already. Tell me who brought you here.
Hey, these two giving you trouble?
Fuck off! I got this.
Swearing doesn't make you cool.
Go. Eve.
No way.
Whoa!
Okay.
I always hated you.
Holy shit.
Eve. Oh, God. Now what, Mark? You can't save her and fight us both. Yeah, you're dude.
Mark, bring her in, quick!
Sir, with this body, I can do more out there than in here.
You're just gonna get yourself killed, Donald.
That's what I do, sir.
Find Britt, link up with him, and give him hell.
Oh, I'm stressed out.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, this is the greatest! Oh. More of this! Come on! Holy shit! Ah!
Darkwing! Ah! You're a pale imitation of Invincible, you monster!
Hey, I don't need more motivation to kill you, but sure, insult me. Come on! Hey, my dad killed most of you guys in my world, and your stretchy friend wasn't even there. He's awesome. Wait, what did he say when I ripped him in half? Shit, it was like so weird, right? Does anyone remember?
Is he dead?
Help! I don't want to not be living! Wasn't that it? Or oh no, it was, oh no, I'm going to not be alive. You're a weird dude. Man, I always do this. I kill them too fast and then it's over. No torture, no screaming, no fun. This sucks.
Why did we stay on campus, Rick? Of course an evil Mark from another dimension was gonna mess this place up.
Your car's this way. Come on!
Are you sure? I barely know where I am.
No way. Oh.
You saved my life.
I sure did.
Mom! I'm hurt! I need you! Mom! Ah, shit. I was really looking forward to killing her again.
I can't even laugh.
One of these. Let's see if we hit the jackpot.
You are aware I can control my drones remotely.
Yeah, but I also know you well enough that I can hear a little bit of fear in your voice, Robo-Buddy.
I assure you, you're mistaken.
Whoa! Who the hell are you? Where's the ugly little troll guy?
No! Don't! Get Amanda and Rex out of here!
Huh?
Please be breathing. Please be breathing. Rex, we've lost. We need to go now. Help me carry Amanda.
You're better off with the guy that can fly. Hey! Take your obvious name and get them out of here.
We're not leaving you.
No, it's okay. I got a plan.
Oh my god.
Tell Ray. I'm sorry I didn't finish helping her move. Get out of here. Go!
No.
But I guess we're doing it anyway.
Oh, he did it. Please, no.
That was pointless. Kinda like your entire life.
Ouch!
I'm gonna pop your head off, and then I'm gonna catch the others and skin them alive. If you're worried you're gonna bleed to death before I kill you, you're dumber than even the Rex from my world.
Sure, but I'm the idiot who took you with me.
Yeah? How? You're out of shit to explode.
I've got one thing left.
Mm-hmm. And what's that?
My entire goddamn skeleton, dickhead.
Oh, God.
Anything but this song.
You can't be here, kid.
Those other Invincibles know about this place. They could come here.
I had a feeling. I had a feeling that Rex was gonna have his like full circle character arc moment. I just like didn't think that it was gonna be in the first half of this episode. Honestly, and this song is like just twisting the knife.
Phase 1 is complete. Meet me you know where.
I hate coming back to this place. Not all of us killed Mom.
I liked it here. Reminds me of playing catch with Dad.
What is taking him so long?
Find Mark and bring him to me. It's time we were reunited.
Yeah.
To face.
How about we don't? Your stupid plan got most of us killed. Who cares? They were weak. I would have murdered them myself eventually. Come on! The deal was, we help you, and then you help us take over a bunch of other dimensions. We didn't all make the same deal, man. I came here to find Mom and bring her back with me. Oh, someone misses their mommy.
I miss William.
Whatever! It's all pointless if we're dead, right? Jesus, I hate you guys.
So some of them have empathy.
Give us our dimensions.
I was sure they'd turn on me much later. How disappointing.
Engstrom! You're dead! Ugh! He can't hear you, idiot!
So some of the marks have, like, empathy. Not all of them kill Debbie.
We found him. You still want to sit this one out?
I knew it was you!
Oh, good. You came to me. No, you didn't! I had surgeons ready in another dimension just in case you were more than I could handle. Smart boy! You know my tricks now.
Come on, Mark. Come on. We need Nolan. Where's Nolan and Alan? We need them right now.
Try again. Maybe it'll work this time. Don't worry, Mark. I'll bring you back. Once I'm done destroying everything you love.
He's doing it.
Is this what you wanted? All of this death? Just to get at me? You...
Do it! Kill him! Before he escapes or something!
Oliver.
Look at what he did! Kill him so he can never do this again! What are you waiting for?
He still can't do it, can he?
You've given me no choice.
Truer words.
No!
Oh man, so gross!
You're gonna let me bleed to death? Fix
fuck
me
you.
now!
No. Promises were made, Anstrom Levy, and we delivered on ours. But we now see your word is without value. We had a deal that you failed to honor. You do not get a second chance. You work for us now. Accept that and we will tend to your wounds. Refuse, and your remains will gift us endless fascination.
Los Angeles, Chicago, and New York are almost completely leveled. Paris, Moscow, London, Tokyo, New Delhi, Seoul, and Sydney have suffered similar damage. The death toll worldwide is already into the hundreds of thousands, with some analysts expecting it to triple in the coming days and weeks. Not counting the heroes who gave their lives to save us. Rescue crews are working around the clock, and the good news is, many survivors have been found amidst the wreckage. Officials report this remains very much a rescue operation.
All that time I thought I killed Angstrom, all the torture I put myself through. And now, all I can think about is how I should have killed him.
You probably should have. Would have saved a lot of lives, but you can't blame yourself for being a good person, Mark.
What if he comes back? He could find more of them. More me's.
Yeah, he could. Which is why we're gonna rebuild, find new talents, put teams back together, fund new research. And he sure as hell brought the world together on this. And we've still got you.
Yeah.
But I'm burying the lead.
You found my mom.
She was at her boyfriend's house the whole time. Most suburban areas were ahead, thankfully. Eve's parents are on their way in too. Mark, we could really use some help in New York. Your brother's already there.
Oliver. How do we rebuild from this?
Come on, dude. Like, get a f***ing grip.
You!
Get
How
a
dare you show your face here? How much death do you need? When will it be enough?
Get a fucking grip, dude.
Leave my brother alone!
No! No! This isn't right!
Britt, get him out of here.
What's wrong with all of you? He caused this! Every dead body you find is a person he killed. This is all Invincible's fault!
It's not.
We've got almost all of Manhattan cleaned up and ready for reconstruction. I'm doing everything I can. But I can't help but think the Powerplex is right. This is all my fault. Angstrom did this because of me. I can't ignore that anymore. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Oh, excuse us.
She's our daughter. And we'd like some privacy with her.
No, you bitch.
I was, just leaving anyway. Sorry, I didn't mean to just walk away.
You're here, so you must know that Samantha has powers?
Yeah, I know.
We were always worried that something like this, well, exactly like this, would happen.
If there's anything I can do, just let me know.
Oh, that's very kind of you. The doctor said she's optimistic. Samantha's injuries aren't as severe as they could have been. There was a girl who lived across the street from us, Valerie. She and Samantha played together when they were younger, but then drifted apart. We hadn't heard much about Valerie for years now, but, well, I just saw on the news last night that she wasn't out fighting anyone or putting herself in any danger, but she's dead. And our little girl is alive. No, I'm sorry, dear. I don't mean to be so morbid. I should probably go.
He's starting to revive now.
Immortal. Can you hear me?
Wow. Okay, can we bring Rex back to life? Jesus.
Kate. I'm so happy to see you.
Me too.
We're glad to have you back, Immortal.
No, Kate. I want to start a family. With you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes. Yes, oh my god. I love you so much. Of course, yes. I love you.
What about Rex?
Rex is dead.
I don't know what you're proposing, Cecil.
I want you to lead the Guardians.
What? No. There's no way I'm qualified for that. And I thought I made it clear that I'm done working for you. If you're going for the hard sell, I'm not in the mood.
No one is.
What?
Look, kid, we've had our differences. But we're still on the same side. We're still trying to save lives. And we're still the good guys. So if you need someone to talk to...
You're the last person I want to talk to right now.
He's trying though, Mark. Just like let him try.
But... thanks.
Got another one over here.
Stand ready for my arrival, worm.
Who the fuck is that?
You were given orders. You were given time. You were given more leeway than most, and yet I find this planet unprepared for the arrival of our Viltrum Empire.
This isn't a good time.
The Empire anticipated your resistance, which is why they sent me. I am Conquest, and I am your last chance to fulfill your duty.
Conquest?
You don't understand. All this is my fault. So the only thing I want to do right now is hit something as hard as I can.
Good.
Really difficult episode for me to watch. I think the most upsetting part for me was Rex dying. I'm just gonna get into the Q&A questions because I'm sure some of these topics are gonna come up as I'm like processing. Everything just feels like so bleak, and I just don't know how we're gonna do this. So the first question from Ryan asks, which version of Mark do you think is the most evil? And out of the evil ones, which one do you think is the most powerful? And do you think our Mark is stronger? I think the most evil one, there was two of them. The guy that had the blue suit and kind of like the half-shaved head, he was pretty gnarly. And then the other guy in the original outfit, he seemed like the most powerful to me. And also, like, he also said that he just killed his mom, like, willy-nilly, like, no problem. And I mentioned this earlier in the watch, but there was a couple of marks that seemed to, like, have a little bit more empathy than the others, and they didn't kill Debbie. One of them was like, I miss my best friend. So, you know, I think that ultimately our mark is stronger than all of them, but it's going to be a matter of if they can come back into this universe, and if we have to fight them and the Viltrumites, or if we can get maybe two of the marks that are a little bit more empathetic on our side. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's a great question. Jarvis asks, give me your thoughts on Oliver wanting Mark to kill Angstrom, because remember last episode Oliver said he remembers everything when he was a toddler, so he remembers Angstrom throwing him across the room and breaking his mom's arm. Yeah, I picked up on that. I think that in this case, I typically wouldn't say, like, kill him, but I'm kind of with Oliver on this. I think that was the only option, because Angstrom could very well bring those other marks back into this universe, and they've already caused so much destruction. Like, as we've seen, hundreds of thousands of people, like, total gigantic cities leveled. So I think that Oliver was correct in that sense. Blue Cat 98 asks, what's your opinion on Mark refusing to go back out and help his fellow superheroes just to stay with Eve, even when Cecil mentioned that Debbie and Oliver were still out there? I really like Mark, but this is his lowest point for me. I didn't like Mark here, to be honest. It's not, I see where he's coming from. I think he is just, like, at this point, he feels like he's kind of, like, lost everything, and Eve is really the person that grounds him. And I think part of him maybe also felt like Oliver could fend for himself, although we know, like, he's a child, right? But he is also someone with superpowers. And then Mark is, you know, with her boyfriend. I mean, not Mark, sorry, Debbie's with her boyfriend. And maybe she felt like Debbie would be safe with Cecil, like the GDA was protecting her. So I don't, obviously, like, I think Eve in her unconscious state would want him to go out and, like, leave her and protect them. But I totally understand, like, where he's coming from. So I can't be upset, even though I don't feel like it was the right, the right move on Mark's part. He's just been through, like, so much shit. So, I mean, can you blame him for maybe being, like, a little bit selfish, you know? It shows that, like, Mark does have some, you know, some room to grow as a character and as a person. Beagle asks, evergreen question after any Invincible episode, how are you doing? Chat, I'm not doing well. Kyle asks, how do you think Mark is going to fare against this new Viltrumite? It sounds like he's the most powerful Viltrumite, and he also looks like a bit older than all the other Viltrumites we've seen so far, so he's obviously been around the block quite a bit. He might even be, like, the oldest Viltrumite that we know of, and has been, like, fighting his entire life. So he's got, I think, experience under his belt, and I do think that Mark is probably going to have trouble fighting him, just based on the aura alone. I don't know. Rogue Drone says, the end credit scene you saw earlier in the season with the guy in the chair, if you have any captions on, you know that's Angstrom Levy. I didn't have captions on, so I didn't know, but I did see comments about that later, and it is kind of frustrating that they left the captions on to say Angstrom. They could have just, like, had question marks, so I see how that would spoil that for a lot of people. I already kind of thought it was him, so it didn't really, like, spoil anything for me, and I didn't have the captions on, but that is something I think that they need to fix. Amazon needs to fix that. Christian K asks, hey Kayla, I love your reactions to the show ever since I discovered your channel on YouTube. I wanted to know what your thoughts are on what makes our main marks so different to the ones we see in this episode. Secondly, we get hints here and there for some of them as to why they turned evil. I wanted to know your theories were on why or what happened to them and what made them the way that they are. I think that our mark is different and I think it kind of ties into one of the Viltrumites talking about how he killed Nolan. So, like, my theory, and this may or may not even be addressed in the comics right now, but my theory is that maybe Nolan was the one that kind of, like, flipped the script and changed earlier, and turned on the Viltrumites, and maybe the Viltrumites came and Mark was, like, indoctrinated by them in some capacity, and so then Mark, like, kills his dad, and then this is, like, what leads to these, like, chain of events. That's the only thing I can think of, because some of them were a little gnarlier than the others. Like, the one with the shaved head was, like pretty aggressive, like pretty nasty. And then, you know, the one in the original suit also seemed like he didn't really give a fuck because he killed his mom. But the other two were like talking about how they want to like bring their mom back. So maybe she was killed by a Viltrumite and then he turned on the Viltrumites or something. I'm not entirely sure. But it did lead me to believe that some of the marks in the other universes have like some level of empathy, which I guess we'll see if that gets fleshed out in the comics. I don't know. I don't know how far ahead we are in the comics either. And I don't want to read them because I do want to react to the seasons, but lots to think about with that. Yeah, I think the main reason that Mark in our universe is so different is just he has like basic empathy skills. Like he grew up in a home that was you know, like nurtured with love and Debbie. So maybe the other Marks also like don't have Debbie in their life. That's a thought. Like maybe Nolan kills Debbie in the other universes or something happens. Maybe she dies in a freak accident. I don't know. I think there's like any number of possibilities, and I think it would be hard to try to figure out like what's true and what's not unless it's addressed. Also, not a question, but I miss Rex so much already. Me too. And the Billie Eilish song, that actually like gave me war flashbacks because that song is a song that came out in a really like dark, I'm getting emotional, a really dark time in my life. It's called When the Party's Over by Billie Eilish. And so like as soon as I heard that first note, I was like, they are not playing this right now. I think Rex went out with a bang. No pun intended. I think Rex went out in a really full circle, like sacrificing himself for people and really proving that like he wasn't just in it for like the fame and the money and like just getting to kick ass like and be a person. Like he did it to protect everyone. He protected everyone at the end of the day. And like I love him so. He's like one of my favorite characters. I'm like so upset he's gone. I was hoping it would be another fake out, but I digress. We can't always get what we want. So Obi11 asks, who's your favorite Invincible variant, and what are some theories you have on some of their backstories / why they turned evil? I did answer this already slightly down below, similar question, but I think my favorite one was the one that was like, I'm not like you guys, like I miss my mom. I just want to bring my mom back. So my theory is that like either Nolan killed her and then he killed Nolan, or a Viltrumite killed her, and he like just wanted to come into this universe so he could have his mom back, which I think is like sad. It's so sad. So I think that's probably why. Wanted asks, how do you feel about Rex's death? How do you feel about how Rex's death was done? I personally feel like we had seen more of him in this episode. It might have just hit a tiny bit harder, but hey, still better than the one panel we had in the comics. Good luck with episode 8. God, thanks. I feel like it was done really well. I think that I mentioned this in my last couple of episodes, but I did feel like he was having a bit too much character development for there to not be some like twist, turn, potential death. So I started to kind of like emotionally prepare myself, even though I was hopeful that wouldn't be the case. But I think going out in like a selfless act was really what his character needed for that full circle. And I think it was done really well and really realistically, from our first appearance to see him as this like misogynistic asshole to now this really like loving, caring, kind person who just wanted to like have a purpose. I'm getting emotional talking about it. Rex, if you're listening, love you, legend. You deserved better. Rogue Drone asks, all the title cards were hinting at all the evil marks were coming at some point in this season. Yeah, I kind of started to pick up on that because like we saw like the Viltrumite mark. There was a couple of other color schemes that I like didn't recognize. So I thought that was really cool and like really well done. And I don't know if that's done in the comics as well, but you know, I kind of want to read the comics up to this point though, because to go back to the last question, I'm really curious why Rex only got one panel. Like I feel like you need more. Like he had such a great character arc, unless it's not as fleshed out in the comics, which I'm curious about too. Joe asks, last episode had Powerplex blaming Mark for the damage done in Chicago. Now a team of Invincibles caused the most damage and death we've seen in the show. How do you think the public perception of Invincible will change following this episode, and what should Mark do about that? I could already kind of sense it when Powerplex was being kind of like pulled away after he was like screaming about how this is Invincible's fault, and all the other heroes were kind of like looking around at each other and looking at him like, oh yeah, I mean, it kind of is his fault. So I think that it is going to, because like we're obviously visual creatures, and we can like see something happen and then attribute that to something traumatic for the rest of our lives. Like it's just like PTSD, right? It's when like you're in a car accident and then you get in a car accident and you obviously walk away from it, but maybe every single time you get in a car or hear like a blaring of a sound or screeching of a tire, you think about that. So that's probably what all these people are thinking, because these Invincibles leveled entire cities. Hundreds of thousands of people are dead. So the public is going to have to like learn to accept that that's what it was, but not that our mark in this universe is responsible. And I think that's going to be really hard to do. So I don't know how Mark is going to approach that, but he's so emotionally intelligent that I know he's like already blaming himself for all of this. And it breaks my heart. It makes me really sad. Bean Dippins asks, there were a lot of side heroes introduced in this episode. Were there any that stood out to you, and do you think some may play a bigger role moving forward? I think there was like a few that kind of got a little more screen time. There was like that little boy who had blonde hair, who I didn't really quite understand what his power was. And then obviously like I think the heroes like at the end of the episode that were kind of looking around after Powerplex was taken away. I think that they might play a part later, but I'm not sure. So I think that's a hard question for me to answer, but knowing the writers and like how the comic is set up, it's probably going to come back into play like seasons later, as we've seen so far. So, okay. So I'm going to take like 2 seconds just to like recoup, and then I will be right back. All right, we are back with the final episode of Invincible, and then we'll do a Q&A at the end. So if you'd like to watch the full uncut episodes, you can head over to my Patreon. And without further ado, Invincible Season 3, the finale, Episode 8, I Thought You'd Never Shut Up.
Find this planet unprepared for the arrival of our Viltrum Empire.
Holy sh...
Right about now, Anissa would be telling you how the Viltrum Empire would turn this wretched planet into a utopia. How you would be stupid to resist. I'll tell you no such thing. The truth is, I want you to resist. I'm not here to save you. I'm not here to spread the greatness of the Viltrum Empire. I'm here because I enjoy this. See, to me, there is no greater pleasure than feeling the warmth of my fists drenched in blood.
He's just a freak.
Okay. That's a start. Yes! This! I want more! Very good!
That was just a warm-up.
Ew. What the f...
You still sure this is gonna go your way?
Damn near certain.
Keep moving and keep your distance. Don't let him grab you. And if it's too dangerous, you get out of there.
Understand?
Your voice is strong, Deb. They have been in these situations before and made it through.
Not like this, Paul. It was never like this.
This is different.
Shit.
Holy.
Come on!
Those people need to get out. Like, we need to get those people out. Oh my god, Mark. Get up.
Stop! Listen to me. Just listen.
Are you crazy? You think I'm gonna give you a chance to surrender? I am having the time of my life here. Hey. Hey. Don't give up. You can do this. You've still got a chance. You just need the right motivation.
Okay. I'm so scared for Oliver right now.
Big ass beat down coming out!
And you are. I prefer to know who I'm dismembering. Idiot. You need all the help you can get. The time I spent killing him might have given you a moment to gather your thoughts. Maybe even outwit me. Where is your Viltrumite heart? Until I see it beating in my hand, I won't believe you have one. Show me your power. Show me your rage! Almost there.
Holy shit.
If that's all you got, this is just not gonna end well for you.
Be godlike when we're done. But we just can't.
Damn it!
This is a breaking news report. Footage is coming in of another unknown attacker fighting with Invincible along the east coast of the country. We don't know many details, but authorities are asking the entire nation to be on guard and stay indoors if possible. Stay tuned to this station for more updates as we get them.
Again? We just went through all this bullshit. When will these people give up?
Where am I?
You're safe, dear.
Where's Mark? What happened? How long have I been out?
Almost a week.
Samantha, honey, you don't have to worry. This is a special place. They're keeping your identity secret.
What is that? Oh my god, Mark!
Mark? You mean... Wait, that's your boyfriend?
I have to help him.
Samantha,
oh my god, her leg.
Adam Eve, please, calm down. You can't even walk yet.
Do I look like I need to walk?
Not that I'm not having fun, but I am starting to wonder why they sent me here. Beating you, conquering your pathetic planet. It's too easy. I've met your father, you know. He showed so much promise when he was younger. And now, he's dead. Executed just before I left. It's sad, really. I would have loved to have seen the look on his face after I told him that I killed you.
He's gonna show up right now, isn't he?
Eat one, you old sack of turds!
Oliver.
Come on, hurry! Take him down together!
I'm old, not weak. But thanks for coming back. I'm gonna split you in half and eat your heart. How's that sound?
I think that sounds like a bunch of
freak.
Get away from him!
Take a break while I focus on the boy. We're not done yet. You feel your body starting to rip. First, your muscles tear. Then your vertebrae, they separate. If you're able to focus through the pain, it's your skin next. Pulled to its breaking point, just as it starts to rip. This is going to be amazing.
Oh my god.
No!
Ha! Faster than I thought. No matter, I'll eat your heart instead.
Donald, tell Debbie Oliver's alive and we're bringing him in.
Yes, sir. Also, Eve's awake and asking to speak to you. Says it's urgent.
He's a Viltrumite, Eve. The strongest one we've seen yet. Our guys think he would even take Nolan down. And you're not exactly ready for the field because of the last Viltrumites who came through here.
I can rearrange matter, Cecil. So I might be the only person on Earth who can stop him. And Mark's out there, alone.
Eve, don't ask me to do this.
You don't have a choice.
Is she gonna try to get so she can rearrange, like, actual people?
Look behind you.
Is that what's happening? Oh, come on. Not again. Oh. I can't watch this. Oh. She's gonna rearrange his body. She's gonna do it. She had him take the, like, thing out of her.
Get away from him, you animal.
Good idea.
Mark!
Get out of here! Go!
You've got problems of your own, kitten.
Fuck you. She's gonna do it. She's gonna be able to.
I increase the density of the air. I've got all kinds of tricks.
Clever. But I hear you breathing hard. How long can you keep this up?
Already getting tired!
Tired of your bullshit.
Fuck. 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 No, no, no.
So pretty. Such a waste.
No!
Eve, please. I can't do this without you.
No.
I can't live without you. Please. 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 Please.
It's fine, right?
Eve. Please. Cecil!
Please.
I need you, Cecil! Please, please keep breathing.
Oh my god.
I am beginning to understand your affinity for these lowly creatures.
Eve.
Oh, too late? Good.
She's not dead, right?
While I have
There's no
your-
f***ing way.
I want to thank you, Mark. Really. You know, it's not often I get to cut loose like this. Usually there are so many mission parameters, so many things not to destroy, people not to kill. But for whatever reason, and I don't really care why, I was ordered to take control of Earth by any means necessary. Do your worst. Getting mad doesn't make you stronger. That's not how it works.
Oh my god. It's like when she was a kid.
Hey,
oh my god.
I am so lonely. All the other Viltrumites are scared of me. No one talks to me. No one wants to be my friend. They think I am unstable. I am a victim of my own success. Conquest. I don't even get a real name. Only a purpose. I am capable of so much more, and no one sees it. Some days I feel so alone I could cry, but I don't. Take it to your grave.
Jerk.
Eve. How?
This time I will make sure she's dead.
Don't touch her!
Got more than enough fight left in me for you, boy.
Not enough. Not nearly. Is this what you wanted? You enjoyed yourself? Still having fun? Answer me!
I think the good with the bad.
Eve.
Mark.
You're alive.
So are you.
I love you.
I love you too.
I thought you were...
Mark? Mark? Hey. Am I naked?
Eve.
Is my eyeliner smudged? I can't see.
How long have I been out?
3 days. You were pretty hurt.
What happened?
You don't remember?
No. I remember everything. I remember that you died.
Oh, I didn't die. I just got really close.
How?
It's complicated. I was given powers while I was still in the womb, but they put in mental blocks to limit what I could do. That's the only reason I can't change sentient matter. But when something really traumatic happens, it overrides those blocks and I can use my powers without any limitations. It happened once before, and I've been meaning to tell you, but the time was never right. Almost dying was stressful enough to allow me to rebuild my entire body.
I would have died without you.
Me too.
It's okay, Mom. I'm okay.
I am so sorry.
Why?
For everything. When I married your father, I didn't know the life I'd be giving you, the responsibilities you'd have. I think back on every time we asked, did you get your powers yet? How hopeful we were. How disappointed you were when it hadn't happened yet, and it disgusts me. I see you out there, getting hurt, fighting for your life, and it's my fault.
Mom, it's not your...
I could have taken you away from all this.
Mom.
I shouldn't have let your father convince me it would all be okay.
Mom. You did everything right. Everything.
He's dead.
Huh, was that his name? He's dead, Mark. You killed him.
Where's his body?
Thank God.
Burn it.
Rex would tell me to shut up and get to the point, but I know that's what he believed. He was always so confident, but also honest about his failings, so sure of himself, but the first to confess fear. He was everything I wanted and still want to be. To honor my friend and everything he meant to me, I am changing my name from Rudy to Rex. He will be deeply missed. I believe Adam Eve wanted to say a few words.
You could have gone up there yourself.
I don't think I could have gotten through it.
SPLODE was my first everything. Good and bad. I'm sorry.
I can't do this right now. This show. I hate this show.
I never got to say goodbye. We hadn't talked since I moved out of the tower. When you know someone for so long, they're always the same to you. It's hard to let them change or mature, but Rex, he had changed so much. Are you smiling?
I'm sorry, I thought I lost you. But now I can't stop thinking about how even through everything, you're here and okay and...
My makeup's definitely messed up. I just want them to be happy. Are her powers like now? Hold on. I don't like that.
Finally get out tomorrow. I can help you with fixing up the cities.
What?
You don't even care.
I do care. There's still a lot going on, Oliver.
I know, and I can help. I'll listen to you and everything. I promise I'll be good.
That's kind of why I'm here. You were right. You were right about the Maulers. You were right about Angstrom. They hurt so many people, ruined so many lives. Angstrom almost killed you and Mom even. So if anyone else ever puts my family or anyone I love at risk, I won't hesitate to kill them.
Except he still didn't even kill this fucking guy. Oh, I haven't seen him in a minute.
Awaken the great beast, if did it bring welcome news.
Speak, Darkblood, before I recall how I long to savor the gnashing of flesh in my putrid maw.
Have means to restore you to Infernal Throne. Surface dweller of great power, likes of which this planet has not seen for eons.
A surface dweller, you say?
Yes. With abilities that far exceed any other. His blackened heart will be bound to your service Dark One.
How?
Have discovered means of conjuring him. Here.
Who are we talking about? That's it. That's a wrap on season 3, and not entirely the direction I thought it was gonna go in. Hold on, I'm just like, oh my god, do you guys see this? That's how you know the show really got you good, if your mascara is running down your face. So again, I asked my Patreon members to ask questions for these episodes, and so let's go ahead and open it up. Lots of comments on this one, so this might be a little bit long of a Q&A, but this is great. So we have Ryan, who asks, what do you think will happen with Conquest, and considering how the fight went, do you think season 3 Mark would have a different fight with season 1 Omni-Man? I'm a little worried about Conquest being kept alive. I understand the motive for Cecil wanting to do that. However, I feel like it could potentially be bad. I don't know. I mean, but Conquest kind of had that like monologue at the end of like nobody really cares about him, like he's just used as a weapon, like all this stuff. And like while he was kind of saying all those things, I was like, oh, like this guy might have like some feelings, but I don't entirely know. I'm not entirely sure if he's gonna like be able to help us like totally take out the Viltrumites, or if he even wants to do that. But I also just like, again, I think it's interesting that like Mark still has not like actually killed a person. Like he still has not killed anyone. He didn't kill Angstrom. He didn't actually kill Conquest. So there's still a part of him that's like holding back. So, but I think that's like so true to Mark and who he is as a person. Considering how the fight went, do I think season 3 Mark would have a different fight with Omni-Man? Yeah, I think he would have totally knocked Omni-Man out and beat him fully in season 1 if like things were the way that they are right now. Jarvis asks, what are your thoughts on Mark coming to terms with killing, and your thoughts on Oliver, and also your thoughts on Cecil keeping Conquest alive, also Mark and Eve's relationship, since we got to see it this season. I think that Oliver's mindset might come into play in a negative way later. I don't want to speak too soon, because I do think like I think he cares more about like Mark and Debbie than he does about like his whatever sense of justice that he has. But again, he's a kid, so we don't know, like things could change with age. I'm not entirely sure. Like kids are a little bit he's written really well like as a kid, because they do kind of have this like mindset, right? I'm a little nervous, like I said in the last comment, I'm nervous about keeping Conquest alive, but I do think we could use him to our advantage. But I think it's like a coin toss at this point, and it's like, do we want to really risk it? Like if because like the Viltrumites can, what I've seen is like they are really difficult to kill, and don't they have like healing abilities too? So like I think that this could be like maybe a bad move on Cecil's part, but I don't want to speak too soon. I love Mark and Eve. That was like really such a beautiful, touching moment there at the end of Mark really coming to terms with the fact that like he loves her so much, and like she grounds him in a way that I don't think anybody else could do. And I really just like want them to be happy, and I'm so scared that they're not gonna end up happy at the end of this, but I guess we'll see. So Blue Cat asks, what are your thoughts on Mark finally letting go of his no kill rule? Does this further set Mark apart from the typical good-natured hero? And also, in the end, are you leaning more towards Mark after what Cecil did with Conquest after the fight? I think that Mark, it was like kill or be killed. It was kill or see like the person that you love get killed. So I don't think it necessarily like sets him back as a hero. I think sometimes in difficult situations like that, you have to do it. And I feel similarly about, I've talked about this before, but about like how the ending of My Hero went. I won't say any spoilers if you guys are not caught up, but it's kind of like similar vibes. And, you know, I think at that point he didn't really have a choice, right? He either watched Eve die and himself get killed, and then the entire world just continue to be in peril. So his only choice was to kill. But it seemed to me at the end that Conquest wasn't actually fully dead, but somebody let me know if I kind of like picked up on that wrong. I'm definitely like more on Mark's side. I think like I get a bit frustrated with Cecil sometimes, because I think he expects things to happen in a way, but it's really just like a toss up. So we don't actually know like what Conquest could potentially do. So this could be a mistake, right? This could be a mistake on Cecil's part, but we won't know until we get there. Snakeity69 asks, what are your thoughts on Conquest's monologue near the end about being lonely? I actually just talked about this, but it was not lost on me that, like, I think some part of him feels like just like a weapon that's used, and like people are afraid of him, they don't want to get to know him, whatever. So I did start to feel like, in my little empathetic heart, I did start to feel a little bit bad for him. But it's, again, like, not an excuse to do the things that he's doing. Like, he could use his power for good. And I think Mark would be like the person that would like see through that and like help him understand, and, you know, help him not feel so like lonely, because Mark's a good kid. But again, I don't think we're going to get that opportunity. Maybe we will. Maybe I'm wrong. But that just leads me to believe that like some of the Viltrumites do have a heart, as we've seen with Nolan, and they do have the capacity for change. Rogue Drone asks, do you think Cecil did the right thing by not listening to Mark about killing Conquest? I'm definitely more on the side of like we should have killed him and like fully make sure he stays dead, because I have a sneaking suspicion that he's gonna like regenerate or something. I don't know. I feel like it's not out of the realm of possibility for Viltrumites, because we've seen that they do have like some regeneration properties, because like Mark has like gotten his teeth back, right? So I don't know. I want to like believe in Cecil, but sometimes I just think he bites off more than he can chew. Ray asks, might be controversial, but how do you feel about the show's animation now after the Conquest fight, one of the comics' most iconic fights? A lot of people criticize it, I think, because of the animation. So I'm wondering what you think. Loved your reactions to the series so far. Thanks so much. I had a hard time with the show, but I really, really enjoyed it. So I think that, honestly, for me, the animation, and this is coming from someone who watches a lot of animation, the animation does not bother me as much, because I think the story and the voice acting and the music particularly are so pivotal. And I think that all of those things actually overshadow the animation. But personally, I think it's okay. It's never really felt like weird to me to watch the show. I've never been like, oh, the animation sucks, like whatever. That's never been like front of mind. It's always been, wow, that monologue was amazing. Wow, that music, the swell of this music in this really dramatic moment was so beautiful and powerful. So I think that the show does a really, really great job and like makes up for where they've cut some of the budget. If that is the case, I'm not entirely sure how it works with like budgets and, you know, studios and all that stuff, but not a complaint on my end, but I understand why people would feel that way. Jose asks, what did you think of Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Conquest? I actually didn't realize that was him, but his voice was familiar, and I was thinking like, who is this? I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan. And he was also in Walking Dead with Steven Yeun, right? So honestly, I'm here for it. I think he was really, really great. Tacticus Kilgore asks, after the last 2 episodes, just sincerely, what the fuck? So true. As you can tell with my mascara running down my face, what the fuck? And there's some answers under this one, so I'm gonna read those too. So Bean Dippins asks, first of all, welcome to the wait train for season 4. I know we're gonna have to wait how long? Somebody let me know. Who do you think Damien Darkblood is referring to as having a black heart? Also, this is 100% original to the show, so even comic readers are in the dark about this. Oh, okay, interesting. I think maybe a black heart. I actually don't know who he was talking about. I thought it was Mark at first, and I was like, no, that's not true. But maybe it's Nolan or Conquest, but Conquest is like sort of dead, sort of not. So I don't know. That's a great question. So I'm sure that will come up later. Interesting that they added that in too. Folks underneath, I'm just going to read their comments out. Gotta be Conquest, right? Because nobody else newly arrived that Damien would say that. And their conjuring ritual will free him from his box Cecil put him in, is my theory. That's a great theory, actually. Someone else said, I'm assuming Omni-Man, since when Damien is sent back to hell, Nolan is the worst person on the planet in his eyes. I could also see it being him. And then Generic Statue said, Robert Kirkman said that in the comics he wanted to make a story about Mark going to hell and fighting the devil, but never did it. So it's probably Mark. Yeah, but Mark doesn't really have a black heart, even though he's like kind of given up on his no-kill rule. I don't necessarily think that means that he's like a bad person. I guess we'll see. Joe asks, what do you think are the implications of Eve's level up during the conquest fight? Do you think that she goes back to normal now that her life is no longer on the line, or will there be lasting effects? If you heroically sacrifice yourself, would you want one of your coworkers to immediately take your name at your funeral? What if they'd previously cloned you and inhabited your clone without your knowledge? To your first question, I think that it was very intentional to show Mark's clothes that she like took off of him and like regenerated on the side of the bed, that they're kind of like melting in this like rainbow like sludge. I don't know what it was exactly. So I suspect that that is probably going to come into play later, where Eve is going to have some difficulties with controlling her powers, or maybe she'll fuck something up with her powers. I'm not sure, but I think that that was like a very intentional thing, and there was like a reason why she had that mental block of why she couldn't do sentient matter. So I think it is going to bleed into maybe like the next few seasons, but I'm not sure. I feel like they're very intentional with like the shots in the show though, so I think that that's probably a good guess. I thought it was touching in the moment, but I can see where it would be a little weird that Rudy would take his name. I think it was unnecessary. I don't think he needed to do all that, and I guess it also like ties back into, I guess it also ties back into when we saw like future Eve and like everybody was there except Rudy. It makes sense that that was like actually Rudy who took Rex's name in the robot suit. Damn, that sucks. That's a bummer. Rest in peace, Rex. Love you, King. He deserved better. Kyle asks, now that the season is over, what was your favorite title card gag? I think the last episode, honestly, with the Power Flex guy, where it was just like one after the other, that was probably my favorite one. But they were all really great. It's just like hard to like laugh at it when you're stressed out and sad. Obi11 asks, out of the 6 named Viltrumites we've seen, not including Mark, Nolan, and Oliver, which one is your favorite? Out of all of them, I mean, I don't really have a favorite because I think they all fucking suck, but probably Conquest the most, just because he had like an interesting perspective, and like his lonely monologue was really interesting, but like fuck all of the Viltrumites, to be honest. Fuck them all. 2 more questions. Joseph K asks, now that we've seen Conquest open up, if you want to call it that, to Mark, do you think this could be common for other Viltrumites to have similar feelings of loneliness, etc.? If so, I think this could be another hole in the Viltrumite Empire armor. I agree with you. I think that like we need to kind of lean into this, and as we've seen, like Mark is an incredibly empathetic, kind person who I think like does see the good in everybody, even bad people. So I think that it could be potentially like a talk no jutsu moment. I'm not entirely sure if they'll go that direction. It's like thousands of years of like indoctrination, right? Like it's something that has to be unlearned over time and with a lot of effort, and sometimes that doesn't always pay off. So I think it could potentially be something, but we'll see. I think there was very, very much like a solid point in that though, like with the lonely monologue that he had. Final questions from the GOAT. Well, here we are again with another season finale wrapped up and seemingly more loose ends than ever before. So, Kayla, how are you feeling after witnessing yet another crazy Invincible finale? I'm like feeling a bit sad, defeated, obviously happy that my girl Eve survived, but I do think that it's causing more questions. I also was fully anticipating, and maybe I was like really jumping the gun on this, I was fully anticipating Nolan and Alan to get to Earth and fight the other Marks and also all the Viltrumites. Like for some reason I thought like this was gonna be like the end battle, but then I realized, oh my god, no, there's so much more of the comic to go. But I thought that they would show up at some point, and when they didn't, I was like, oh my god, we're totally fucked right now. But we were able to at least defeat Conquest, which is a plus. And then the GOAT asks, what are your thoughts on this episode's main trio of defenders, Mark, Eve, and Oliver, and do you feel satisfied with their journey and growth this season? Absolutely. Yeah, especially Eve. Like, I think this is really how you write women. So I think like a lot of animators, like creators of anime, there's like a big issue with a lot of the way that women are written in anime specifically. I know this is not an anime, but just like using it as a reference. This is how you write a woman, right? And she really like saved the day. She really fucking saved the day and put her life at risk to save Mark. Like, I don't think, like he said at the end there, like he would have been dead without her there. So I'm really so happy with her. I was really happy that she got to kind of like have this like grief moment at the funeral and like acknowledge, like, even with like, I'm getting emotional, oh my god, even with like all of the good and the bad that her relationship with Rex was, she still like learned a lot about herself and like, and now she's in like a healthy relationship, and she saw that like he was like able to change and like willing to change himself and sacrificed himself at the end. And I just think that's like so powerful and beautiful for her as a character, but also Rex. And I think that's probably one of my favorite things that I saw in this season and in the entire show. In terms of Oliver, I think I still am a little bit wary about him, especially because like he's obviously going to grow up even more and get more powerful, and he kind of still has this mindset of like, you have to kill, you have to kill, you have to kill. So I do think that that could potentially play a role later. I was anticipating him to like grow up by the time this fight came around and like potentially be on the side of the Viltrumites. That was like my first thought with him, but I'm not entirely sure. So, and I hope that that's not the case, because I do think that like being surrounded by people like Eve and Mark and Debbie, that can help him, as we've seen. Like it helped Nolan really change, not Eve, but like being around Debbie and Mark, it helped Nolan change. So I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility for the other Viltrumites to change too. And the last thing that the goat says, thank you, Kayla, for all the dedication and hard work you do just to make us losers happy. You guys are not losers. I'm the loser because I'm sitting here crying over the show. Now's the time to watch all the Invincible edits while we wait for season 4. Yeah, now I can like actually scroll on TikTok and like watch other people react to this. I'm so excited. That's probably like what I'm most excited about doing, because I have been avoiding all spoilers and like somehow got nothing spoiled in this show for me. So I'm very proud of myself for that. But this has been such a joy, sadness, anger, frustration, anxiety, all of the above, but genuinely such an incredible show. And really, I'm so looking forward to seeing the rest of Mark's journey. And I really hope that he can come out on top. And I just want him to be happy. I want Eve to be happy. I don't want anyone else to die, which I know is probably a pipe dream, but thank you so much to you guys are never going to see this, but the creators of Invincible, the voice actors, like all of the heart that you guys put into the show, like I can tell it's there. And I'm really looking forward to the next season. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time for whenever season 4 decides to come out. Bye.